Peace and blessings. I hope you guys are doing well. All praises to the Most High and all praises to our Melech King Yahushua Mashiach, for without him where would we be? Now, I'm going to try to make this as brief as I can because a lot of this stuff you guys already kind of know. But I just wanted to add my little 2 cents. How these celebrities are performing these fake-ass sacrificial deaths. Because here's the thing, a sacrifice is a sacrifice. There's many ways on how you can sacrifice to the beast, right? It doesn't just have to be a blood sacrifice. It could be you sacrificing your child's identity, that is to say their sexual identity, to become or take on the role as the opposite sex. That's a form of sacrifice as well. As we know, Dwayne Wade is doing that to his own son. And there's many other celebrities who have done this, behind closed doors. And a lot of you are walking around not even knowing that a lot of these people are actually the inverted. They're inverted. So that's that. But let me say this also. Just because a person, you see it, blasted all over the web that this person is dead, I'm talking about a celebrity, does not necessarily mean that that person is actually dead. It just means that they sacrificed that person's image, who we know them as. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of these people, you have to understand, these people are actors and actresses. They sign up for this. So they're playing each other. They're playing each other. This is the reason why they need so many doubles, okay? This is the reason why they have so many so much of their DNA scattered across the world. Because, let me say this, because I'm about to break this down as quickly as I can. When the women go in there, I'm talking about, that's what I'm saying, like actual real women. If y'all going up in there, when you're going up in there and you getting pep smears, when you're going up in there and then, you saying that you're infertile, you're going up in there getting these IVF treatments, you're going up in there getting all these type of treatments. When you're getting all these procedures, right, you're going up in there, you don't know what these doctors are actually doing to you. This is just what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Never, if you have fibroids, I get all of that. They want you to have these procedures done. It's just all about who you go to. It's all about seeking, number one, the counsel of the Most High. Because if you're not doing what He wants you to do, then yeah, it's going to always be ass backwards. You're going to always fail. Always fail. But what I'm saying is that these people are literally implanting. This is the reason why you see a lot of these so-called quote-unquote African and or black women who are producing, when they're having twins, they're producing, one that's the color quote-unquote white and the one that's the color quote-unquote black, right? This is the reason why it's being done like that, because a lot of the times, you're being used as an experiment anyways, and that's just really what it is. You don't know what these people are implanting in you. So this is how this stuff works. So they're using 9 out of 10 times they're injecting someone else's DNA inside your womb in the first damn place. That's the reason why you see a lot of people who have the resemblance, they bear the resemblance of a celebrity. And when you bear a starking resemblance of a celebrity, this is the reason why they always want to reach out to you and they want to hire you as their double, because the truth is that their DNA has been injected into your parents. And that's just a fact. And I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says. And if you bear a starking, like I said, resemblance to them, chances are you are related to them. That's one reason. Or two, their DNA is within you. And that's the reason why you look so closely related to them. And that's just really what it is. Okay? Otherwise, you wouldn't look like them. That's just how it is. These people are demonic. These people are evil. Okay? So that's not a great thing to look like a celebrity. So this is how they're doing a lot of that stuff, okay? And these people know how to extend their heights. They can also make themselves look smaller as well. This is done. I'm gonna post an article in the description box where this African guy, I believe, he had just completed his surgeries to reach his, dream height. Quote unquote dream height, right? Which I think he was like 5'8". Don't quote me on it because you can read it. He was like 5'8", and then I think he became like 5'11". You see this type of stuff though, but this is the type of stuff that they've been doing. And this is the type of technology that these celebrities are using, because a lot of them are playing each other, okay, because they are related, okay? I keep telling you guys that. A lot of them are, well, most of them, okay, are a byproduct of incest anyways. That's why they're sterile and they need surrogates, okay, because they're not able to reproduce, and then a lot of them are inverted anyways. Like, that's just, it's not hard for me to get this, okay? And second, let me say this too, because I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, how you know? Because I was in the industry. I wasn't that far in the industry, but I was there. And a lot of this also is from revelation, okay? So as close as I got, which was the tip of the iceberg, which is what I keep on telling you, I went into the examination room, had 1 foot in, 1 foot out the damn door. I saw what they were doing in the board of directors. They showed me how to play the game and say, oh, okay, this is how you play. You want to play, you're going to have to do this, do that. Most High slammed the damn door, snatched me up out of there. But it was only because he allowed for 1 foot to remain outside the door. Otherwise, I wouldn't even be talking about this. Ain't no telling who the hell I'd be. No telling. So, these celebrities, okay, when you see them sacrificing their image, right, and usually when they sacrifice the image, that means that they've agreed to kill their image to become someone else. That's to say, fake their death to become someone else. And then when they're able to do that, they come back as this generic, basic ass celebrity. You know what I mean? And they're never going to have the status that they had before, because their programming was obviously was breaking down, and they did something that they were doing something that they weren't supposed to, or they didn't want to do something that they were required to do, you know, and then they're able to make a deal. They're like, okay, number one is that if you don't want to do it, then you're going to die. And a lot of them are afraid to die, okay, because they know where their end is going to be. Okay, we already know that. The lake of fire is where the end is going to be. Remember in scripture it says some are going to rise. When the Most High, when HaMashiach raises the dead, he's going to raise everybody after that first death, okay? Then cometh the second resurrection, okay? The second death. That's what they're afraid of, is the second death. He said some will rise, this is in Daniel 12, some will rise to put on incorruption, and then some will rise to put on corruption, meaning that you're going to put on perpetual corruption. That's just it. And you go into the lake. Period. That's what they don't want to go to, is that lake of fire. And they know that. So that's the reason why they're like, okay, well, fine. I'll go ahead and go along with faking my death. Okay, we've seen that with Tupac. I don't care. I'm not about to argue with nobody. We've seen that with his protege, Lisa Left Eye Lopez. She did the same motherfucking thing. And if you don't believe me, I didn't already done the necessary research. You can go and look at that damn documentary that she did. One of her tattoo was on one arm, and then they switched it to the next. It's just little stuff like that. If you don't believe that, then like I say, you can go and read the lyrics to Untouchable. You don't have to listen to the song. Just go and read the lyrics. That's all you need to do. You ain't got to listen to the song. Go and read the lyrics. That's what I said. I always tell people, if you want to listen, don't listen to their music because it's trash, okay? I don't give a damn about how tuneful it is, you know what I mean? I don't give it none about. Go read the lyrics, because then the truth, like I told you, is in the lingo. It's in the logos, the words. That's why you got to read these stuff, okay, before you start listening to it. Because if you just listen to it, you're going to be, you know, taken, raptured into it. So you'll see an Untouchable. And guess who so happens to be on that song? Tupac Shakur. And he was already dead by then. But you know how they try to lie and say, oh, okay, well, yeah, these are lyrics. No, these people are still, that's what I'm saying. Like, even though it's so deep. But let me just stay on tangent. So yeah, you can go and read those lyrics if you don't believe me, to Untouchable. And then look at the name on the album called Supernova. And we know what supernova means. But if we're talking about it from their perspective, these so-called stars, right? Like the stars on Hollywood, right? The star that goes into supernova means that it transformation. That's really what it's about. And then if you go and you look up the person, that of which I will post in the description box of who Lisa Left Eye is playing now, okay, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. She has a tattoo on her neck, which is a damn butterfly, and above that, it's the Roman numeral 11. She's a Gemini when she was still Lisa Left Eye, right? She has that because that's what that represents. And then, of course, we know the The butterfly represents MK Ultra, but also transformation. So hello, like I don't need to cue into any more of that, because it was easy for me to know that. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So yeah. And then she had the 8 that was on her arm. Like, come on now. Like, we already know what that means. I didn't already told you what that 8 means. Okay, so just because they're sacrificing these celebrities don't necessarily mean that they're actually dying. It just means that they're sacrificing their image, who they were, as to who we know them as. Okay? Who we know them as. But then they're able to come back and play this generic ass artist who, of course, is basic. They will never have the status that they had before because they did not obey. You know, their programming started to break down. The same thing happened with Tupac, same thing happened with Lisa Left Eye, same thing happened with a lot of them. Okay? They don't want to do what they're told, so then they're like, okay, you get 2 options. You either die for the Satan because you already sold your soul, or 2, you fake your death, come back and play somebody else. Okay? And then, once they're able to do that, they're only doing that to appeal to the newer generation, which is why the shit is trash. They end up coming back as these basic, generic, lackluster artists who are not able to create too much of nothing. You know what I mean? Like, just imagine the stuff that she claimed that she was so against. You know, I'm talking about Lisa Left Eye. Like, imagine who she is now. Like, that's crazy. Like, you see, and it's all about, you know, trying to mimic and mock them, especially when they were who they were supposed to be playing the first time, or sometimes the second time. You know what I mean? So just really, that's just really what it's about. It's about trying to reinvent themselves, and I keep telling you guys, reinvent themselves so that they can appeal to the newer generation. And that's the reason why I told you, if you listen to a lot of this stuff today, it sounds so familiar, but then also it's trash. It's terrible. You know, and it's because I told you the Most High is taking away these people's knowledge. He's taking away these people's wisdom, these ability to create, which is why they still want to try to sync to our mind drives. I'm talking about the chosen ones. Sync to our mind drives and steal our ideas, our creative properties, so on and so forth. This is the type of stuff that they're doing. Okay? And I'm sick of them. I'm not about to sit back and just like, no, I'm going to tell them. Because I can't stand these motherfuckers. I don't give a damn. I cannot stand them. Nothing in me will have sympathy for them, because at the end of the day, you got a choice just like I do. Just like I do. And that's to suffer for the Most High's namesake. Hallelujah. That's to suffer for his son. Hallelujah. Yahushua Mashiach. Period. You know why? Because he suffered for me. So I have no choice but to do it. Period. Period. So if you really want out, if you really want to, then you're going to have to give it up. That's just what I'm saying. You're going to have to give it up. You can't keep that. The same thing with Kanye. That's all a charade. That's what I'm saying. All these people saying like, oh, yeah, I can't believe he's finally... No, that's all BS. He playing the game. He playing the game. He playing the game. That's it and that's all. And lo and behold, if he keeps on doing what he's doing, they're going to give him that same option as well. And I guarantee you, I don't know, because I'm not going to say it. I don't know. But 9 out of 10 times, a lot of them are afraid to die anyways. Because if they weren't afraid to die, then they wouldn't still be in the midst of that damn sin. Perpetual darkness that they're in. Okay? They would want a way out. And the only way out would be for you to die for his name's sake. In that moment, because you wouldn't be dying for Satan. You see what I'm saying? That's just really what I'm saying. But hey, I rest my case. I'm done talking. I know I didn't run around, babbled. Forgive me. But I had to say that because I'm tired of seeing a lot of people sit up here and worship these people. But you have to understand what these people are doing, which is why it's so much havoc in your damn life, even if you're listening to this stuff. Oh, let me say this before I let you guys go. Now, the whole idea of celebrity visitations, which is, witchcraft visitations. The reason why it's so easy for them to slip into your mind is because you allow them into your mind when you listen to their music. Okay? You allow them into your mind when you listen to their music. So this is the reason why a lot of these celebrities, you might be having dreams about them, because they're actually in your mind by way of their music. Okay? So when you listen to their music, that's an invitation that you're giving them to go ahead and invade your dreams. Because that's where Satan lives. He lives in our idle state. Okay? That's where he thrives. That's where the contracts really can be made. Okay? When you're in an idle state. Okay? And the conscious mind of you, okay, as I say, the conscious you is idle, is at bay, in a I don't want to say catatonic state, but it's kind of like, you're at peace when you sleep. At least you're supposed to be, at peace when you sleep. So that's when Satan can insert, all types of, crazy things in, the space of your imagination. So this is how they're able to do that. I'm talking about when you're having dreams about celebrities and things like that. And then especially if you are idolizing these people, masturbating to them and stuff like that. Come on now, let's be real. Masturbating to them, fantasizing about them, that type of stuff. You see what I'm saying? Because the things that they're doing is that they're opening up gateways and portals and things like that. So you're being a part of that. You understand? So I'm done. I ain't got nothing else to say. This is, if you want to know a little bit more, if I can expound on it, if I know, I'll try my best, okay? But that's all I could add right now, because a lot of that stuff is already out there. There are some brothers and sisters that's out there that really knows what they're talking about when it comes to that celebrity gossip stuff. I don't know, I'm talking about that sacrificing things and stuff like that, and them playing different roles, wearing masks and stuff, because that's true. They really do that. They do. Peace and blessings to my family who are scattered across the four corners of the earth, and to the stranger who has aligned themselves with Israel. Shalom.